Yeah, we're on. Okay.
Yeah, blinking red light.
There we go. Was it on before? It just went off, or was it not on?
I don't know.
I don't know either. We'll do it again, anyways. So today we're hiking in Washington State. I'm here with my good buddy Randy.
Hello.
Randy, tell us again where we are.
So again, assuming it wasn't recording the first time, we'll do it again.
Take two.
And then you'll leave in take two, even if there was a take one, because that should be more enjoyable. So we're at Wallace Falls State Park. We're on the Wallace Falls Trail, and this is in northeast of Seattle, so we're about an outside out of Seattle. We're going to see a couple really awesome kind of segmented portions of the waterfall. We've already seen a beautiful part of the river here, if you will. If it's even a river, somebody's going to fact check us on Google Maps. But yeah, taking Greg out, taking a Canadian Texan out to enjoy the Pacific Northwest.
There you
go. Just a super small sliver of this beautiful part of the country. Hopefully we see some birds, see some wildlife, don't get eaten by a bear, you know, the usual.
Bear or cougar.
Yeah, bear or cougar.
Or Sasquatch.
Yeah,
I hear they're thick here.
And I'm sure we'll talk about all sorts of stuff, fish, and we've already had some pretty interesting conversations on the drive here.
Yeah,
so,
for sure.
Good times.
Hey, check out that moss. That is killer.
The moss is pretty awesome.
Yeah. Wow. Anyway, so yeah, we might have to, because this is our first time doing this, we might just take a sudden cut to go to chase a bird down or something like that. But anyways.
Yeah, so
we'll have a lot of fun.
So our trails, all sorts of these really cool wooden bridges. So the
Wow, look at that.
So the Washington Trail Association, a bunch of volunteers, get together on the weekend or whenever they do, and they come out and they do trailhead improvements, trail improvement. Every winter there's portions of trails that are wiped out or washed out rather, down trees, and these volunteers come out and hike for X number of miles with tools, get to a point, fix the trail, and walk back. So all of this. All this lumber, all this wood that gets here, people are hoofing that in.
Towed it in themselves,
and they build these amazing structures like
this is nice.
Super awesome bridge.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Very cool.
So thank you, people that volunteer, Washington Trail Association.
Yes, thank you. Especially shout out to Jenny.
To Jenny? Okay.
Yeah, she's done a lot of work here.
Nice.
There's got to be a Jenny.
Wait, fish? Fish? Bugs? No, bugs.
Yep. So when we first came in the parking lot, there was all kinds of birds there.
There were, yeah. What'd you see?
I'm not sure. My eyes are too bad. Definitely a couple woodpeckers, a robin. There's some other things. One was singing up a storm. I have no idea what that was. I hear something else too.
Do you want to go check out Small Falls Interpretive Trails or Interpretive Trail?
What is an interpretive trail? Is that like a dance?
I think I am supposed to dance and tell you something as we walk towards it.
I want to see that.
I think it's how that works.
Right.
But if I were to actually execute that, it would break the camera either out of beauty or ridiculousness.
Either
or, yes. Whichever gets you more views.
So what's your favorite tree?
What's my favorite tree?
Yeah.
Oh, geez. What kind of question is that? I would either have to say it's a yet-to-be-determined variant of a Japanese maple, or probably these big, awesome cedars that we have. So I've got a few around my house that are just, wonderful shade, 100 feet tall, just super awesome trees. I love the bark, the texture on the bark on those things. Beautiful trees.
Incorrect. The answer was Japanese yew.
Oh, gee.
So
I didn't know it was going to be a quiz.
Yeah. Oh, hey, that's nice. Check this out.
We got a little
Here, we'll this way so we can get our full splendor in the falls.
This thing. Yeah.
That thing over there.
Baby fall.
I'll take a picture of you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Very nice. Oh, that's pretty.
Smell that air.
That smells good.
That's not just my fart from this morning. So probably just head back to the main trail then?
Sure.
How much juice do you have on this thing for
I
recording?
don't know. We'll find out. Because I didn't bring an extra battery for this, so it's what we have is what we have.
Nice.
Yeah. And who knows if I'm even holding it in the right area, you know.
Maybe not. Maybe not. How long have you had that?
It's actually my daughter's, but I never gave it back to her. So she's had it quite a while. It's a 4. It's I think they're on 7 now. So, but it's a nice camera. I mean, I use it for all my underwater stuff.
Are they really up to 7? Is it the Hero 7?
The Hero,
Wow.
I believe so. Yeah.
Like Hero Black 7.
Yep.
I think if I get serious and like for sure to 2020, it's on my list to go down to Peru and do some wild fish collecting.
Wow, would that ever be
There's
cool,
a
right?
sliver of a chance I may be able to go this August. We'll see how that pans out.
August,
but-
that's coming right up.
Yeah, yeah, and if that does happen, so like even look at this trail, like the
Yeah.
cutout rock.
Well, has
Yeah.
geology has flipped it. So what would you go down? Would you just go for the fish, or would you want to see Machu Picchu and all that stuff?
No,
or?
so this would be for collecting on the Amazon. What's really unique about this trip is that it's not going to be car based; it's actually going to be boat based.
Okay.
So you'll be on one of those Amazon riverboats, and this is with Michael Barber, who I interviewed a few episodes back on the Aquarius podcast.
Yeah.
He's going to be the tropical fish expert on it. It's with MT Amazon Expeditions.
You should point out that you do the Aquarius podcast too,
I do.
at some point in time.
I do. And I had to go back and look it up. You were guest number 8.
Well, that's 8 too many. I should have been number 1.
Well, if I would have known about you. Actually, no. I reached out to CARES, and it took I think it took a pretty good amount of time to get a response back.
Mm-hmm. That sounds right.
So, to no fault, I'm sure there's a lot going on at CARES and with
Yeah,
work
good.
lives and whatnot. It's a volunteer organization. So
Absolutely.
no fault to them. But no, I was able to line you up for episode 8, and I'm up to episode 59.
59.
Yeah. 59,
So
yeah.
What do you do? Like one a week or?
One a week. I try to do one a week as much as I can, but life sometimes gets in the way.
Yeah, I understand.
Every episode's with a different guest, so that's lining up, finding a guest, lining up their schedule can always be a challenge.
You're my favorite fish podcast, but don't let that go to your head.
Yeah,
You've had
thank
some
you.
incredible people. And you had Juan Miguel on a little while ago.
I did.
How'd you get him?
Skype.
Really?
Skype and just ask him. Yeah. So I had lined up Pam Chin and
Yeah,
Juan
those are
kind of
okay.
at the same time, and so I tried to space them out a little bit, so it wasn't like, two awesome cichlid nerds,
Right.
from the Cichlid Room Companion at the same time, like back to back.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it was a great conversation with Juan, and having an international guest
Yeah.
phoning
for
in from
sure.
Mexico was pretty cool.
He's such a good
Yeah.
guy too. He really, really is.
Well, and he's somebody like you where there's so much knowledge there. It's how do I even begin to try to frame this 45-minute, hour-long conversation?
Well, that's what I was going to
So
say. Much like me, and very knowledgeable about everything.
Wait, I coined you the Renaissance man though of the fish hobby, right? Don't you remember that in the bio?
Yes, I remember that.
He's just looking up either you've gone on to Google and you've just perpetrated this massive lie about yourself and all of your accolades, or it's true and you've actually done all this fish stuff and written books and done all these things, and you truly are the Renaissance man.
I get bored easy.
So boat-based, kind of living on this Amazon boat,
Wow.
houseboat, triple-decker, whatever it is, for a week, and just going out and kind of the skiffs, collecting at various points.
So
And I
would you
think-
go in the water and all that stuff too, or?
I would hope so.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I would hope so. I've been practicing my anaconda finding techniques.
Right. Did you see the size of some of those things?
You have to go for their eyes, is what they say.
No way.
I don't know.
You can do it. you try
It's
it. Let
like
me know
a
how it
shark.
works
You're supposed
out.
to bop them on the nose, right?
Yeah.
I eat too much fast food, though. I probably don't taste good. They want something that eats fruit and fish.
Yeah. You need the taste of a pacu.
Yeah.
Man, it's really nice through here.
Yeah.
I think the birds have all flown east for the summer, though.
Yeah, so if that lines up, that will be amazing. But yeah, getting a GoPro 7,
Yeah.
to have that be kind of one of the main vehicles for recording, and
You really think that might happen in August?
there's a chance.
That's cool.
There's a chance. And it's really not, it's not necessarily the monetary aspect. It's not an overly expensive trip if you plan for it. So you can get down to Iquitos if you plan ahead. pretty much from anywhere in the United States, I would say for $1,000 on
Right.
flight, and then the actual trip itself is all inclusive while you're there for about, I think it's $1,400. So if you save a couple $100 a month a year,
It's pretty reasonable when you consider life.
yeah,
You know what I mean? It's a
Yeah.
life experience, but it's certainly not the same getting there
there
as
you
it
go.
was in.
Robin.
So Robin here. I'll show you just to say Robin.
Greg's getting a shot of a rare robin. There's also a female hiker coming up. I think she's
Shot of
probably
her, too.
intimidated by us because we're two guys making weird noises. So we're gonna try to look. Hello.
Hi.
So I say hi, disarming, make it seem like we're not creepers, even though Greg's making weird noises. So I think she had her hand on her pepper spray, which was a smart move.
Very smart.
Saw this Canadian with a camera. Gotta be
It's
careful.
always a bad sign.
Always a bad sign.
How come you won't stand still?
No, Canadians are wonderful people.
Yes. All right. Thanks, Randy.
Your arm's gonna fall off holding that thing.
Oh, I'll run out of battery before that happens.
Or we trip on one of these boulders. Yeah, this is definitely a different experience. Moving up here from San Diego, I was used to, I told you earlier, mountain biking in kind of the San Diego, Southern California canyon environment.
Right?
Brush and rattlesnakes and dirt, where coming up here, this is a completely different environment than Southern California. Clearly, it was just really breathtaking for my wife and I to experience these kinds of forests, this kind of cover with the moss on the trees everywhere.
How have you adapted to real winter?
Oh, it's almost winter here. Like, it's not like a Midwest.
Gotcha.
So it's good. I mean, it will snow maybe once or twice, kind of a dusting and hang out for a couple days, and
No
then
way.
turn into ice, and none of us know how to drive on it. But it's just enough to be like, oh man, that snow was great, and then it's gone in a week. Where talking to relatives in Canada, it's snow's still on the ground.
Yes.
It's gonna be here for another 7 months.
Sad but true.
But yeah, no, it's great. And I think there is something to the human condition going through seasons where, living in San Diego is great, but it's kind of one temperature the whole time.
It's kind of a rejuvenating process
It really
too.
is.
Yeah.
And you look forward to it. You appreciate the sunshine here. If you get a sunshiny winter or spring day,
Right.
everybody's out. Even if it's cold, we're all out at the parks. We're all out eating outside. If
That's the way it should be.
it's not raining, people are enjoying the sunshine here. But then the weird thing is, even though the summers are amazing, towards the end of the summer, you're kind of looking forward to a change in the season.
Gotcha.
You're
Yeah.
kind of looking forward to going to the pumpkin patch and, cold weather and.
So the big thing is, the big joke about the Pacific Northwest is always the rain and the dreary conditions and everything. That's really not that true, is it?
It depends on how you look at it, how you frame it. By pure precipitation volume, there's places in Alabama and other parts of the country that actually get more rain by volume than us.
Really?
But as far as like consistent overcast and drizzly weather, we do. Like by far, yeah.
What is that?
Robin?
No, it's too big for a robin.
No, it's a robin.
Are you sure?
Orange-breasted robin. Yeah. Who's this?
Are you
I'm
sure?
from here. Who does he think he is? Look at him. Look at him. Look at this guy.
Where'd it go?
Hey, by the way, he came to a hike in jeans and tennis shoes. I would like you to notice that I am decked out. I've got a performance shirt on. I've got hiking pants on. I've got these sweet Keens. I'm ready to roll. This guy looks like he's gonna go to the swap meet. Look at him.
The next item up for auction?
Was it Robin?
I don't know.
Oh,
I missed
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Totally missed
It
it.
got away.
I think it was.
It got away, folks.
Yeah, it was something rare and exotic. I don't think it was a robin. It's probably like
It was a Seattle toucan.
it could have been a member of the toucan family. Anyways, I don't know exactly the species. But look at all that crap up there, all those trees and crap.
It's making the air smell too good, right?
And one of those trees is Randy's favorite,
One of them.
Japanese yew.
I need to Google. Wait, do I have? I've got 4G. 4G. I could probably
You want to make sure you get the right thing going on,
probably look up a Japanese U.
if there's such a thing. I want to say there is.
So apparently, Randy, the talk starts later than I thought. 7:30, not 7, so I can have you there even later.
Okay.
So maybe there is time for you, regardless, to go to your hotel room and shower up.
Awesome. That would be nice for everyone.
And not be stinky.
That one's got me stumped.
Wah, wah,
Wah.
wah. I was not warned
Ah,
about those kinds of jokes
I
on
should
this
have
trip.
my own show.
It's a dad joke and a Canadian joke. Double whammy.
So who you got coming up on the Aquarius podcast?
That's a
Or have you
secret.
run out?
That's a secret. No, so I've
Well, you
got,
can tell me. I won't say anything.
So a part of the podcast is having people from all over the hobby, so not just ultra cichlid nerds like yourself, but I'm actually working on.
You had Ricardo on.
I did have Ricardo on. That was fun.
He's a real jerk, isn't he?
A little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit. The fissuation. Come on. How clever are you, sir? No, he's a super cool guy.
He is a great guy. Yeah.
That was great talking to him about what's it like to start a fish club.
Yeah, he's done really well up there.
Thankless job.
For sure.
So I should be having a major fish food brand manufacturer, one of their reps on,
Okay.
to talk about their product. Because I want to have people from all over the hobby, vendors, manufacturers, home hobbyists, real people that are really into a niche. So not just be, it's all freshwater, but how long? Yeah, folks, we're ascending now, and we're out of shape.
Yes. Yes, on both counts.
But yeah, so a rep from a major fish food manufacturer,
Okay.
a gentleman that I met,
And hobbyist, or just that's all?
and hobbyist, although I think he's a saltwater hobbyist.
Oh, a
So
loser.
I'm torn, yeah.
Sounds like quite a loser to me.
Yeah. But it should be a good episode, though. He's a real good guy. And then another one in the real short term would be a gentleman that I met at the Amazon Spheres. So he actually works there, and he helps to do the maintenance and the upkeep on the aquariums.
Oh, wow.
Oh, more footage.
Really like to thank Randy for taking the time out of his busy schedule to show me the wondrous place that is Wallace Falls State Park. Really had a wonderful, wonderful day with him. This first episode was the easy part of the walk. I saved the harder stuff for episode 2, which will air shortly, but again, I wanted to thank Randy for a wonderful day, and I hope to return there again and see him again soon someday.